Dear Diary, Dr. Dekker is dead. Again. 𝗬𝗪𝗡 pushed him from the cliff's edge, 2,500 feet. His body wasn't found, obviously. I want him to be dead this time, but the world still feels cold. Maybe because Professor 𝗬𝗪𝗡 is dead too, killed by one of us. Maybe all of us. But there's hope. A new doctor is coming. I hope they find Professor 𝗬𝗪𝗡's killer. I hope they can cure us. I hope they stay alive. Dr. Dekker is still here. I can feel him.
You've come a long way, Doctor. And from one therapist to another, I think you're ready to start practicing again, to help new patients. But how do you feel? Excellent. Last time was difficult for you. I know. See, you are ready. I mentioned last time, and you picked up on it immediately. You took things at face value. Sometimes you need to read between the lines. Ask me about both of these things together. You took things at face value. Sometimes you need to read between the lines. Ask me about both of these things together. You're ready. Forget last time. Remember why you're doing all this in the first place. To help those people. To find Professor 𝗬𝗪𝗡's killer. And to stop the spread of infectious madness. The easiest path to follow, once you're seduced by its riches. Is there anything else you'd like to ask about before you go? Then please continue. Yeah, hopefully. with therapists like ourselves battling to help people. If you don't remember, it's probably best that way. Is there anything else you'd like to ask about before you go? Okay. If you need anything at all, you know where to find me. Good luck, my friend.
Doctor, are you okay? You fainted. Follow this. Well, you seem okay now, and you take instruction very well. You'll be replacing Dr. Dekker, but before you meet any of his patients, I need you to know that one of them killed Professor 𝗬𝗪𝗏. Nobody told you. Dr. Dekker is missing, presumed dead. His mentor, Professor 𝗬𝗪𝗏, showed up and pushed him off a cliff. Nobody knows. 𝗬𝗪𝗏 was killed the evening he arrived, bludgeoned to death in Dekker's office. Your office. I need to find out who did it. Can you help me do that, Doctor? The police have given up already. I'll let the patients know that you're here. Come and find me after. Oh, and Doctor, things might be a little stranger here than you're used to.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Ophelia. I'm a sculptor. Sorry, it's a bit nerve-wracking, starting again with a new doctor. What if you decide I'm mad? Well, no, but Dr. Dekker wasn't like the other doctors. My mother died a few months ago, and it's affected me more than I thought it would. Oh, not that close, not anymore, but it wasn't her fault. She was a famous painter, Virginia Hammond. More famous now she's dead. Our relationship was not the best. I'd been living in Italy since I was 16. Oh, I sculpt people. Well, pieces of people, mostly heads and hands. I like to find the person in the stone. I'm not very good at it, though. I have a studio full of decapitated heads. Yes, but I'm nowhere near as successful as she was, though. Well, if you're an artist, there's no better place to study. But I didn't want to be home anymore. Not with my mother the way she was. She was a famous painter, Virginia Hammond. More famous now she's dead. Our relationship was not the best. I've been living in Italy since I was 16. I started seeing him about 2 weeks after my mother died. About 4 months. He had a solid, dependable name. It felt like I'd be safe telling him my secrets. I started seeing him about 2 weeks after my mother died. About 4 months. He had a solid... not much. We had one session together, but I didn't really know him. Everyone was acting normally that day, but normal for us might seem suspicious to others. I didn't really see anyone around the time he was killed. Oh, I was on a video call from about 8:30 until 9 with a solicitor. The police have already verified it. Probate. To do with the house. Mostly huge, gaudy portraits of herself. Expensive. I'm a living, breathing specimen of a poor, starving artist. No, she didn't have any money left to leave. Sculpture is beautiful. To be able to make something as hard as stone look like it's flowing, I've always been drawn to it. Originally, yes, I studied marble carving in Florence, but only for a year or so. I'm mostly self-taught. There was a lot of trial and error, hence all the heads and hands. Is that a serious question? You do know how he died? I'd rather not talk about it. No, it wasn't that. I was hearing voices. Whispering. They sounded like women's voices. I thought it was just my imagination at first, but I've only ever heard them in my mother's house. I inherited it when she died. I suppose so. I had an imaginary friend when I was younger, but that's quite common, isn't it? I grew up there. It's a big, sprawling, falling down kind of place. Echoing halls, vast dusty attics, sweeping staircases. Beautiful, but deadly. I think it might be what killed her. If she did, she never said so. Once, though, she told me that she felt like the house was watching her. I just thought she was being paranoid. She'd become quite reclusive over the last 10 years or so. It changed her. She called me the night she died. Yes, she called a few hours before they found her. It was a Wednesday, around 2 a.m. I couldn't really process what she was saying. I'm not entirely sure. She sounded cold. She just kept saying, "Don't let them take her. Don't let them take her." I couldn't get her to stop saying it, so I said, "Okay, I promise, and then the line went dead. I think it might be the house. She'd sometimes refer to it as old girl. That was the last time we spoke. If not the house, then something in it. She threw herself down the stairs and broke her neck. No. At least I didn't find one. then she always did believe in letting the art speak for itself. Do you believe in ghosts, Doctor? Dr. Dekker was very open-minded. I was wondering if you were the same. Perhaps it's old and damp and things happen there. Oh, apart from the voices. Yes, inanimate things became animate. No, not really. They're muffled. You can't make out any words. It's like someone talking on the phone in another room. Dr. Dekker did, but the recording wasn't very good. You couldn't really distinguish anything. They're not in my head. If they were, I'd hear them all the time, not just in my mother's house. Only my mother's. Yes, there are people in my mother's house who shouldn't be there. Inside the walls. I can hear them whispering. I considered that, but there are no signs of anyone living there. No one alive, anyway. He thought they might be trying to communicate with me. We hadn't quite figured that bit out, but he definitely thought I was hearing them for a reason. Yes, I think he'd read my session notes. He didn't believe they were real, though. He thought Dr. Dekker was encouraging my delusions. Believing in things that didn't exist. He said Dr. Dekker had been leading me down a dangerous path. He was wrong, anyway. He just didn't know me like Dr. Dekker did. No. If I had, I'd have asked him who killed him. I'm not sure that's relevant. I don't have anything to say about that right now. I don't know anything about that. Oh, maybe we can talk about that some other time. No, those things aren't connected. Yes, I asked him where he was. He just said he'd left, but it was only later I found out what really happened. Professor 𝗬𝗪𝗡 pushed Dr. Dekker off the cliff. Didn't he? I actually thought Bridget might have pushed him at first. She slammed her door that morning and started crying. I can hear everything. She's in the room next to mine. And that was about 9:10. I just finished yoga. Bridget must have got back before Professor 𝗬𝗪𝗡 did. I don't really have an answer for that. Oh, I don't know. Sorry. Is that it for today? Thank you, Doctor. I hope I haven't scared you off. Really? I don't like talking about these things. It makes me seem weird. These voices I'm hearing, I want to know why. I think they might be related to my parents. Dr. Dekker seemed to think that I might have been traumatized in my childhood. I'll see you then.